The other thing today from Zach Taylor is shot down the idea of another joint practice.
Yeah.
Because this training camp and offseason is different because they actually have to win games to start the season now, right? And improve upon that awful record in September. And so is this just can't find a team, do you think? Is this we're just going to kind of blow up how we've done training camp the last few years? Why no joint practice?
Yeah, I just don't think it was a match in terms of the way they did it, but also I think they're making up for that by players playing in the actual game instead of the joint practice. So it feels like that's where the lean has been, is that, look, let's get them into real game conditions. Like maybe the joint practices weren't as football realistic as we wanted them to be, partially. And so you can get back into them playing. So I think that's part of it. It was interesting, Joe kind of mentioned it casually that they're running more. It seems like right now they're working more on their condition right now than they have in the past to make sure that's more up. And then obviously the lean into what they're going to do in the preseason game seems to kind of be the two-pronged approach to being a little more ready week one. Of course, as long as that comes with a fully healthy Joe Burrow, I feel like they shouldn't have any problem getting off to a fast start. I just think it's kind of the thing that we get so used to seeing it. And I do think that a lot of this stuff is real, but it's so much of if Joe Burrow is fully healthy at the beginning of the season without any pre-existing issues, they're a different team. And he just hasn't been. I know we gloss over it because we want to make it about so much more like participating in OTAs and how hard are they going and playing in the preseason. I just, for 90% of it, go back to, I don't know, is Burrow ready to roll week one because he just constantly had the injury stuff. So to me, I think there's a portion of this that is 100% right. They need to approach it differently. They should be approaching it differently. They probably need to be more physical. Guys probably need to play in the preseason. I also think they just need fully healthy, no issue Joe Burrow week one.
Yeah. I'm not going to watch the preseason games.
Oh, it's going to be tough.
I can't, man.
Only bad things happen in preseason games.
I mean, I will.
When starters play.
I will find out what happened during them and then watch so I can offer some sort of comment on them. But I was thinking about what it's going to be like when my daughter gets her driver's license. I'm going to shut down. Sorry. Watching Joe Burrow and players who matter playing games that don't. It has to happen. It's a necessary evil. I want them to. I don't think I'll be able to watch.
Yeah, and
I will have an easier time if the Knicks are in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals dealing with that emotionally than watching Bengals players who matter playing games that don't count.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're certainly trotting out Cody Ford and Lucas Patrick and not Dylan Fairchild in that preseason game when Joe's out there.
Correct.
That's the other thing. Is what are you dealing with? If there's a couple of dings, if Ted Karras and Amarius Mims have a couple of dings and they're not a part of it, are you even bothering? There's many ways, and Zach Taylor he keeps leaving and out in those, as you should.
Sure.
Look, if things change in preseason, if we're out there and too many guys are hurt, we're not going to do it. And I think if you don't have pretty much all of your starting 5 offensive linemen, there's no reason to do anything other than go out there and hand off if that's what this is about. But I don't think that is what this is about. I think they want to go out there and run real offense.